Hello and a very good afternoon to you. If your weekend weather was a little bit indifferent, then you should have been in Switzerland. You really would have had something to complain about, because you see that the cloud really never got away from the area of the Alps right on through the weekend and produced a lot of rain. And you see that it really isn't making an awful lot of progress towards the east, rather running along on the diagonal from the southwest up towards the Baltic states. The front is quite important though, because it marks the boundary between some really quite warm airs down across the eastern Mediterranean and eastern Europe, and something slightly cooler and a good deal more changeable away towards, if you like, our side of the front up in the northwestern corner of Europe. There are plenty of fronts close by to the British Isles at the moment. High pressure trying to hang on in the south, and it will keep most areas pretty settled through Monday and Tuesday. But as we move on towards Wednesday, you see this area of low pressure becomes very much more the dominant feature, gradually drifting in towards the British Isles. And at the same time, it'll be throwing bands of weather up and across us. And if it all goes according to plan, well, that looks fairly cool, with an easterly breeze onto the east coast of both England and Scotland as we move on towards the tail end of the week. We'll keep you updated, of course, on those prospects. Enough of the future, back to the here and now. And we've seen a veil of cloud associated with some of those weak fronts gradually working its way a little bit further towards the south and east as the morning has progressed. Still hanging on to some sunshine down in the far south and east, but I suspect that even here and down in the Channel Islands, you'll lose much of that sunshine as we move on through the afternoon. But essentially dry, just the chance of a wee bit of drizzle, perhaps on some of these western-facing coasts around the Irish Sea, maybe over the Pennines as well. Underneath the cloud, well, 13 or 14. Where the sun comes out, well, 20 degrees could be yours. Don't get caught out by the strength. We're moving into sort of strong sun territory here at 6. Details on 418. And as we move on to the pollen, you'll see that it's medium or high down across the southern half of the British Isles here. Details on page 426. Overnight, a quiet night and frost-free for the gardeners. Tuesday, rather the last of the quiet days, as I would describe them. Perhaps more cloud just beginning to fringe in towards the south and west as we go on through the day. And then Wednesday and Thursday, you'll remember that these are the change days here, bringing more cloud and rain, with low pressures close by to both south, west and north. And then on Thursday, a more active front driving in from the south and west. Some really quite heavy rain there, perhaps. So Wednesday, a wee bit of a mishmash, some showers in the south and east, an old front loitering across the north, and then on Thursday some showers ahead of that main rain band, and you'll see that by the end of the week things looking very unsettled indeed.